Jackets win 4-2 over the Colorado Avalanche. I was not expecting a whole lot of positives coming out of this game because before the game started, it's announced Mikko Rantanen's back, Andre Burakovsky's back, Devin Taves is back, Darcy Kemper will be in net, and the Blue Jackets will be without Patrick Laine for 4 to 6 weeks. The Avalanche got better, the Jackets got worse, and the Avalanche are mad after last game. They felt like they should have won it, and the Jackets stole the extra point overtime. And so they're going to come out and they're going to take it to the Jacks and they're going to destroy them. And that's kind of how the game started. The Avalanche came out on fire, taking a bunch of shots, but the Jackets weathered the storm. Elvis made some big saves, just scrambling all around. He didn't get too far out of his net. He was never off angle, but facing the wrong direction. He was lined up with pucks, flailing his arms. One time a puck hits him and it goes up and he just throws his arm back, knocks the puck over the net. It looked like going into this game, he knew he was going to be in for a test in the first 10 minutes. And if the Jackets had any shot in this game, he had to stand tall and he had to shut the door until the Jackets can break down the Avalanche's attack and pissed offness and frustrate them and take advantage of the frustration. Jackets slowly chipped away at the Avalanche's attack, started frustrating more, and started taking over the game a little bit. About halfway through the period, Jackson offensive zone, puck goes around the wall, Chinnikov stops it, and he sends it around the boards, and Jake Voracek picks it up behind the net, and once again, Jake goes to work. Voracek starts to work his way out from behind the net, and he has Eric Johnson just draped all over him, and Voracek is like, no, I'm going to control the puck, this is mine. And he gets a bunch of the Avalanche to watch him. Andrew peeks at the point and is like, hey, give me the puck. I'll blast it home from up here. But Voracek's like, no, I'm going to hang on to this. And as the Avalanche start to come to Voracek, there's open ice. Gabriel Carlson sees he has open ice, jumps into it, and Voracek pits it over Carlson. Carlson catches it, pits it past Kemper, and the Jackets lead 1-0, Gabriel Carlson's first goal of the year. Now, when I watched this goal, I was like, oh, that's Zach Werenski. Just by the way he came in, caught it, let it go, I was like, that's Zach. That's what he does. And then I saw his number. I was like, oh, crap, that's Gabriel Carlson. If Gabriel Carlson can get the little bit of confidence going and start to really find his game, I know defensemen take a little bit longer to develop, so maybe that's why he's been up and down. That hasn't really been the best before. But I think he's starting to get it. Everybody's having fun, having a great time. And I think there's just this confidence with the team that if they make a mistake, and they make multiple mistakes, and they lose the game 8-0, nobody will care. The media will go, oh, okay, yeah, I mean, we lost the game. In the room, they'll just go, okay, you know what? Bad game, pit it off. Larson, the way he's talked this year, it seems like he's going, this is a learning year. If the Jackets win, they win. If the Jackets lose, they lose. As long as good stuff happens and you build from it, that's the positive stuff. I think that's what Larson's trying to do with this year. And currently, guys are feeling great and it's working out for the Jackets. Coming in the period, the Jackets get in a little bit of penalty trouble. And the Avalanche, just like last game, it's half a click off. It's not there. It's not the killer power play we expect from Colorado. So the Jackets are killing off a penalty to Boone Jenner. They're doing a very good job. And it's coming down to the final seconds. And Jackets are laying in lanes, blocking shots. And as Boone Jenner gets out of the box, he starts to get into the play. Kadri gets the puck. And there's a bunch of people in front of Elvis. And Kadri picks up his foot like he's going to shoot it. Does everything like he's going to shoot it. So Elvis is like, all right, shot's coming in. I need to get down the butterfly to block this shot. And as Elvis does that, Kadri slides over to Burakovsky. Burakovsky blasted past Elvis, right in an empty net. Elvis had zero chance on it. He's like, oh, well, there's that. But it was a good job by the Jackets. They continued to kill off a penalty. And it was just a great play by Kadri to get it over to a wide open guy. And then this goal goes in. I'm like, see, this is the Colorado team I'm kind of expecting for the Jacks to be playing. But for the rest of the period, both goalies stand tall, and we head to the second period tied at 1. Come out for the second period, and the Jackets go on the attack. They're shooting the puck. Kemper's making some big saves. The Jackets are trying to get the lead. And they're just going, trying to get the shots on. Elvis is making some of his saves when he has to. A little over halfway through the period, puck's in the Avalanche zone. Avalanche get it, they flip out of the zone, and it's going to go by Elvis. So Elvis just gets down, making sure if it takes a bounce on the ice, it doesn't go in the net. But he's not going to touch it because this is an icing. It is clearly an icing. So he just lets it go. And the linesman, for whatever reason, goes, nope, and lets it go. Jake Bean didn't pull up. The puck was way too far in front of him. I don't know why this was not an icing. So Bean goes in and picks up the puck. And as he starts to come out of the zone, he is being challenged by Burakovsky on his back. And he has Kadri in front of him. And Cole Sillinger tries to help out a little bit, but the puck is stripped away. Burakovsky head towards the net, pits it past Elvis as he's trying to get set in position because he thought it was icing as well. And the Avalanche take a 2-goal lead. Burakovsky's second goal of the night. After this, the Jackets would push, pits a bunch of shots on Kemper would make the saves, and we would head to the third period with the Jackets down 2-1. Come out for the third, and then once again, the Jackets attack. They are on the offensive zone. They're winning races. They're winning battles. They're getting the passes through. They're hitting shots on net, and Kemper is stealing this game. And as the game's going on longer and longer, I'm just like, it's gonna be a fluky one if you're gonna beat Kemper. It's gonna be a thing where you throw the puck and it bounces through a couple people and it hits a couple of skates and that's how it beats Kemper. Or it floats up and he loses track of it and it goes in. It's not gonna be a great passing play and a shot of the puck like the Jackets have been doing so far in this game because Kemper's stopping all of that. About 7 minutes left in the game. Puck is in the offensive zone. Elvis goes up on the net and he just sends along the boards to Eric Robinson. Eric Robinson sends it down the ice and Alexander Texier takes off. And Texier wins the race, beats the icing out. And so the puck bounces off the end boards, comes out. Texier turns and just takes a little whack at the puck and it changes a weird direction and it beats Kemper. Jackets tie it at 2, Texier's third goal of the year. That fourth line all night long was buzzing for the Jackets. They were constantly getting opportunities. They would get in the offensive zone. They would get some shots on net. They would work the puck around really well. They all had speed. They were all creating chances and just frustrating the Avalanche. And they were doing such a good job. And Larson had so much trust in them to do a good job. He was sending them out there to play against Nathan McKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog, and Mikko Rantanen. And they took that task and they went to work. And I'm so glad that some of that line got rewarded with a goal because they deserved it. And because they worked so hard and frustrated that top line for the Avalanche so much, it freed up ice for Voracek, Sillinger, Chinnikov, Borcha, and other guys to go out there and try and do something. So even if the fourth line didn't get a goal, they were shutting down that one and making sure the Avalanche's top line didn't get one. After this goal, the Jackets would continue to attack, apply pressure, get some chances. You could tell they wanted to win this game in regulation. But Kemper was doing a great job standing on his head, stopping pretty much everything. Comes down to the final minute. Jackets are offensive zone. Puck works his way around the wall. Gavrikov gets it. Gets over to Chinnikov. Chinnikov walks to the top of the line. He's in the middle of the zone. And he just throws at the net. Sillinger, who's standing in the crease, tips it. It changes directions a little bit, beats Kemper, and the Jackets have a 3-2 lead. Sillinger's fourth goal of the year and third in the past 2 games. I like 3 things about this goal. 1, that it went in, but the 2 main things that I really noticed and liked about it was because everybody thought it was Chinnikov's first goal. On the Avalanche feed, they have kind of an up high, you see the entire zone. As it goes in, Chinnikov thinks it's his. And he just turns and he's all, and he jumps and basically tackles Bayreuther because he's like, yeah, I got a goal. And the other thing, Sillinger knows he tipped it. So he turns to faces the crowd. He's like, yeah, cheering up the crowd, going all nuts. And then he turns around to celebrate with the teammate and he goes, where's everybody at? Because everybody thought it was Chinnikov's goal, and he's tackling Bayreuther, so he's like, everybody's like, okay, well, he's got it. But Sillinger's like, no, it's my goal, I scored. And then doing the line, and they turn around, And Shinnecock was like, really still out for me? And Sillinger's like, sorry, I stole the first Angel goal from you. After that, the Avalanche would pull the goalie, 30 seconds left of the game. Blue Jackets get the puck, and they would get it to Borkstrand, and he would get it up the ice a little bit, and he would pin it at the net, and the Jackets would get a 4-2 lead, Borkstrand's 5th goal of the year. And that's how we would end the game, with the Jackets winning 4-2. I want to take a moment to talk about how much I like Cole Sillinger. He is a Blue Jacket, and not just in the sense of he puts on the jersey and does all this stuff with Blue Jackets. When he scored that goal, he went nuts. He's like, yeah, I'm cheering with the crowd. When Borkstrand put that empty net goal in, he turns to Voracek and he's all, yeah, going nuts. And he's celebrating with everybody on the bench going nuts. He's excited to be a Blue Jacket. And that's what the Blue Jackets need, is people that are going to go nuts for empty net goals. He looks like he's a fan out there playing, going nuts for his team winning. It is so good to see somebody so perfectly fit to be a Blue Jacket. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. Click like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until a week when they play the Washington Capitals, I will see you later.